freedom and beauty to everyone. I am the Technomage, and in this Manganime news, I'm going to leave this week's news to next week because, as I said, the previous week, this video is going to be dedicated to me reviewing the previews of this season's new anime series because winter season is over. It officially finished last Sunday. Last Sunday, I watched the final episodes of the final series that had to end for winter 2023, and now it's time for the spring season of this year. And there are a couple of series that I follow that we will continue on spring, but they're just those are Vinland Saga and Nier Automata. But Nier Automata is going to continue because its production has been halted now for the second time because of COVID. But anyway, so amongst what series will begin broadcasting on spring? Well, Kimetsu no Yaiba, Demon Slayer, the arc of the Swordmaker's Village. Do I need to say anything about this? Is Demon Slayer, Studio Futable. I'm watching it. Period. Doctor Stone New World, third season of Doctor Stone. I'm not going to watch this season because I follow the manga, and honestly, I don't. In my opinion, there's no need to watch this season because it doesn't have that much like action that makes you need to see it animated. For example, like with Demon Slayer, but still, this season is I know it's going to be amazing because as I said, I read the full series of the manga. So I highly recommend it. Tonikaku Kawaii second season. This one about the marriage between two like 15 years old, I think, or they are barely 16. I don't know. It's romance. I'm not much into romance, but I know season one was very popular. Oh, this is one that I've been waiting for, finally! Jigokuraku, Hell's Paradise, the story of a group of death row criminals, assassins, brigands, and the like, and a group of samurai from a clan that specializes in executing death row criminals by beheading them. They are sent by the emperor to an island where supposedly there's the secret for eternal youth. Oh, this is going to be good. This I read the whole manga as well. It's so good. It's the animation is going to be amazing. It's Studio Mappa, and it has fighting and special techniques everywhere. Oh, this is going to be amazing. Konosubarashi Isekai ni Bakuen Wo, Crimson Magic Clan members Megumin and Jun. Oh, this is a spin-off about Megumin, the wizard who absolutely loves explosions. I never watched Konosuba because I'm tired of isekais, but I know that Konosuba is hilarious. I watched a couple of videos about the series on YouTube and I laughed and laughed and laughed. So, recommended. Oshinoko, 16-year-old Ai Hoshino is a talented and beautiful idol who is adored by her fans. She is a personification of a pure young maiden, blah 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 blah. Monomimiya is a countryside gynecologist and I'm a big fan of Ai, but then the pregnant idol shows up at his hospital. Little does he know, an encounter with a mysterious figure would result in his untimely death, or so he thought. Opening his eyes in the lap of his beloved idol, Goro finds that he has been reborn as Aquamarine Hoshino, Ai's newborn son. Wait, what? It is kind of an reincarnation? Like an isekai, but still inside the same world? Uh, no, too weird for me. Ah, finally! The Ancient Magus Bride Season 2. I have been waiting for years for next season, for this series next season. And I also follow Hosogai no Yome's manga series, and the arc that is going to be adapted on this season just ended. So this anime, this season is safe. It will not need filling like, for example, happened with Naruto so many times, so much filling. Now this season is safe, and I'm going to watch it. I've been waiting for it for so long. The series is amazing. The story is wonderful. The animation is wonderful. The soundtrack is a thing of beauty. I cannot wait. Mashle. Oh, how many times have I talked about Mashle on the table of contents of the Shonen Jump? How many times Mashle was among the usual suspects in the danger zone? Well, they are finally getting. Finally, it's much announced, much anticipated anime adaptation is here. To everyone else in this magic dominated world, the young and powerless Mash, born dead, is a threat to the gene pool and must be purged. Living secretly in the forest, he spends every day training his body, building muscles strong enough to compete with magic itself. So it's a story about an underdog who at the same time is overpowered. I've seen enough of those, but I know it will have its audience, and it's a fantasy comedy. It has its audience, but not necessarily myself. Osama ranking Yuki no Takarabako. So a new series for the Osama the King ranking series. I didn't saw the first season, but I know it was very popular. We'll see how the series goes. And wait a minute, web manga? Oh right, it must be like those like Game Devil and Ghostbuster Osamu from the Shonen Jump that are only published on the Manga Plus app. So anyway, Yamada-kun to Reberu Q no Koi wo suru. After her boyfriend cheats on her with another girl he met in game, Akane Kinoshita learns the hard way that gamer boyfriends can be just as bad as the offline variety. As she vents her anger by beating mob monsters to a pulp, she has a chance encounter with Akito Yamada, a guildmate with an afro and a no mask. Yamada is unsociable and cold, hardly the type of person to make Akane swoon. However, while his gaming stats might be maxed out, Yamada is inexperienced in matters of the heart, blah 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 blah. Teenage romance, young adults romance, no thank you. Isekai was Marf, no. Isekai was shit, no. A chance to come back to your door stand open, inviting a boy who's been brutally bullied all his life to take a courageous step forward into the unknown. How many times have we seen this before? First Isekai series of the season. Kimi wa Hokago Insomnia. It all started with the death of one of the astronomy club's members. From this, the rumored ghost of the club came to life. Grumpy Insomniac Ganta Nakami stumbles across the moderately rebellious yet easygoing Isaki Magari in the astronomy club's abandoned observatory. Blah, blah, blah. It's romance, Seinen, huh, yes, anyway, not much into romance. Boku no Kokoro no Yabaiyatsu. Kyotaro Ichigawa may look like your average middle school student, but in his heart he dreams of murder. And he wants to kill the class idol Anna Yamada. Comedy, romantic subtext, cool comedy? No, no, no. Please, no. Teenage comedy and romance for me, please. Isekai Shogun. Oh, three isekais. There was once a man who was summoned to another world and saved it. Of course, he became too popular there and turned into an isekai normie. However, that man fell into a trap and was forcibly returned to his original world. Moreover, he had to start over as a baby. Story of the way to fantastic ex-hero who lived as a gloomy high schooler and he gets summoned once again to the same other world in a very unexpected way. What? So he came back, and he went again. Harem Isekai themes. Harem Isekai. No, no, enough. Kuma 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 Beer Punch. Second season of this series is an Isekai as well. Ugh. Otonari Nijinga. Ever since their father died, Ishiro Kuga has struggled to support his two younger siblings on nothing but a small inheritance and his passion for drawing manga. But it's becoming harder to keep up with his growing responsibilities and deadlines, especially after his last two assistants quit to follow their dreams. Just as he's nearing his breaking point, the beautiful and scarily competent Shiori Goshiki applies to become his new assistant, but there's something almost otherworldly about Goshiki. Childcare, comedy, romance, supernatural. Hey, I've noticed something. There have been a lot of new series about childcare. Huh. New fashion, new trend to dethrone Isekai? Who knows? Tengoku Dai Makyu. Within the safety of the walls, youth are raised in a nursery-style setting by robots. While life there may appear stale on the surface, the children are full of potential and curiosity. In many ways it's like a slice of heaven. The outside world is a hellscape. It is almost entirely void of anything mechanical, and now inhabited by bizarre yet powerful supernatural beings. Maru, with the aid of Kirugo, is out there crisscrossing what was once Tokyo for heaven. But after searching for so long, maybe heaven is more of an untenable dream than a potential reality. So, adventure, sci-fi, it doesn't say too much. Doesn't seem to have a very compelling story. It's going to be a 13 episode series, and I'm tired of those series. My home hero, Tetsuo Tosu, an ordinary salaryman, discovers his daughter Reika has been physically abused by her boyfriend, Matori Nobuto. Trying to learn more about him, Tetsuo uncovers Matori's scheme to extort money from Reika's wealthy grandparents and finds out that he is a member of a crime syndicate with a history of murdering his former girlfriends. Oof. So, adult cast, organized crime. Interesting. Maybe good, maybe not, but still, just 12 episodes. Ugh, though. 12 episodes series suffer from a syndrome. The 12 episode syndrome. 12 episodes is not enough, usually, to properly develop a story and characters. There are exceptions, for example, just this season finished season 1, I hope, of Oyuki Umi no Kaina. That series only had 12 episodes and it was amazing. So, well, let's hope this series is going to be good as well. Eden Zero, second season. I didn't saw season 1 of this. Episode 1 and 2 were previewed at a screening at Shinjuku World, blah 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 blah. Kano Yoga Koshakutei ni Itariyu. When Park Eun-ha dies in modern-day Korea, she awakens in the body of Reliana Macmillan, the eldest daughter of a nouveau riche baron. However, this is no ordinary world. It is the exact same as a novel she once read. Fourth Isekai, Skip to Loafer. Excellent student Iwakura Mitsumi has always dreamed about leaving her small town, going to a prestigious university, and making positive changes in the world. But she's so focused on reaching her goals that she's not prepared for the very different and overwhelming city life that awaits her in a Tokyo high school. She makes friends. Is this a slice of life or something? It seems so. Death Mount Death Play is a showdown for the ages as the legendary hero takes on the corpse god Necromancer. But when the dust settles, something isn't quite right. In the final moments of their epic confrontation, the corpse god Final's gambit shot was wholly unexpected. Reincarnation magic. Across space and time, a boy named Polka Shinomiya awakens feeling not quite himself. Who could have expected that the climactic battle between good and evil would turn out like this? Oh, is this a reverse isekai? They come from a fantasy world into normal world. Ugh. Enough with isekai. Kido Senshi Gundam Suicide no Majo Season 2. The Witch from Mercury. Ah, yes. I skipped this one because it was Gundam in high school and I'm not very much into high school stories. Red Mercury, who transferred from Mercury into Astikashi School of Technology, has lived a school life filled with meetings and excitement. Blah blah blah. Well, season 2 of the series, Mecha School Space. Yushagashinda, far to the north of the world, lies. Wait a minute. Ecchi, action. The poster has just one male character at the front. There are four female characters. Oh, it's going to be a harem, isn't it? Yep, harem parody. No, no. Tensei Kisoku no Isekai. More Isekai. And RM Isekai. No, no, no. Isekai no. Oh, come on. How many Isekais that makes it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It wasn't me who was the strongest in another world, but my sister. As a result of an accident in the real world, Asahi Ikusawa is transported to another world. He tries to enjoy the different world he imagined, but his abilities prove to be the weakest. Just as he is about to be attacked by a vicious monster, Asahi's doting elder sister Mayu comes to his rescue and saves him. Oh, is this going to be about this? Is the same story about that one with the this lad that goes to an isekai world with his mother or something? Ugh. So it's not just isekai, it's also more incest? No, thank you. Watashi no Yuri wa Oshigoto desu. Life appears promising for is romance and comedy? No, thank you. It's Yuri. Oh, it's the Yuri of the season. So for you Yuri enthusiasts, Megami no Cafe Terrace, comedy, romance, and ecchi? Harem? Oh, come on. No more harems. When Hayato's grandmother passed, he planned to sell her rundown cafe store, not realizing that it was also home to 5 young women who called themselves her family. Ugh. No, thank you, no. I mean, it's a comedy, romance, and ecchi. Ugh. And Harem, Auno Orchestra, Drama and Music, and School. Oh, it's too long, the preview. Hajime Auno used to live for the sound of his violin playing ever since he was young, but following his parents' bitter divorce, Auno swears to never play again. During a physical education class, the unathletic Auno gets struck in the face with a ball and ends up in the infirmary. There he meets the brash Ritsuko Akine, who begins to play the violin in the room, believing she's alone. La 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 la. So they aim to become the best violin players in Japan, or something like that. There have been stories like that before. Niehime no Kemono no O. 100 years ago, there was a great war between humanity and beastkind. Once the war ended, an annual tradition was proposed where a female sacrifice would be taken from the humans to be eaten by the king of beasts. This tradition continues as of the 99th sacrifice, 15-year-old Safari, blah blah blah. It is not like the previous sacrifices, her optimism and lack of fear towards the beast, and her fate surprises the otherwise fearsome king. Fantasy, romance, and furry. No, thank you. No, 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 no. Kaminari Sekai no Kamisama Katsudo. Yukurito's parents are the leaders of a cult. Oof. Isekai, enough with Isekai. 10th Isekai of the season. Maho Shoyu, Magical Destroyers. Oh yes, I remember this one. If I don't know if you remember, many years ago there was this series called Shimoneta something. It was about a Japan in a near future where any kind of porn or ecchi was forbidden by law, was completely outlawed, and everybody had to be monitored like 1984's Big Brother to make sure that nobody made any kind of dirty jokes or dirty comments of at all. Well, this is something similar, but instead of banning ecchi, set in a dystopic near future where otaku culture in Japan has been obliterated by a mysterious organization known as SSC. The story follows the misadventures of Otaku Hero, a young revolutionary who loves otaku culture, and Anarchy, Blue, and Pink, a trio of magical gears who admire him. Interesting. Action, fantasy, maybe comedy. I think I'll give it a shot. Beer the Wing Golf Girls Story Season 2. Anime about golf. Kawaii Crisis. Liza Luna is an alien who wants to destroy Earth upon her first look. But the planet has a plethora of good things, and it would be a pity for her not to check it out. Thus, Earth is spared from destruction and the alien starts to wander around places. Soon, Liza ends up in a cat cafe where she will encounter creatures that are beyond her understanding. No thank you. Jijo wo shiranai tenkosei ga gui gui kuru. Opposites attract. When a cheerful airhead meets the resident wallflower of his new class in his heartwarming slice of life school comedy series. Romantics of the school. No thank you, and their children. Edomae Erufu. Koito Koganei works as a teenage shrine maiden at the Takamimi Shrine, catering to the whims of its resident, a centuries-old elf who loves video games as much as she hates going outside. Wait, what? Line up your offerings for the otaku elf. Some energy drinks, chips, and video games will do nicely, and watch her friends scramble to keep up. Comedy, supernatural? No thank you. The marginal surface? No synopsis just. so I can't say anything. Rokudo na Onnatachi. Comedy romance. Tosuke Rokudo is a first year attending Aomori High, a, a school full of delinquents. Huh. He's often bullied by his classmates due to his incompatibility with their behavior, the only exception being his two good friends who are also social outcasts. Frustrated by the way they're treated, the three wish they could stand up and clip the fun, peaceful school life of their dreams. However, Tosuke's life takes a drastic turn when he receives a package from his late grandfather containing their family heirloom, a scroll said to possess the power to save him from impending danger. Upon holding the scroll, a sudden glow emanates, leaving a strange mark on Tosuke's forehead. Thinking that he received the means to free himself from his friend under daily treatment, Tosuke his falling continues. He realizes that the mark of his god acts as a charm, capturing the hearts of delinquents, girls, in particular Rana, the strongest. Harem and school comedy. No, no. Tokyo Mew Mew, new second season. The new Pokemon series. Follow Liko and Roy as they unravel the mysteries that surround them and encounter Fride, Captain Pikachu, Amethio, and others during their exciting adventures in the Paldia region. So finally, Ash is gone. The Satoshi era is over. Long live the game. Kizuna no Alel. This looks like a idol series, yet it's about music. Story about the bonds between girls. Kizuna Ai appeared like a comet in the virtual world, becoming massively popular in the blink of an eye. After winning the Lapin d'Or, the highest honor for the Virtual Girl Awards, 5 years in a row, she disappears with the game. Specializes in training new talent who will debut. Wait, a school for virtual idols? Oh, come on. Opus Colors. What color is the world in which you live? Perception art has been around in the art world for about 10 years. It has now completely permeated the world and it is a vibrant part of people's life. Artists of the perception art, visual art, schools. It is going to be an anime about Husbandos, isn't it? Because all I see on the poster are Bishonen, very attractive males. No thank. It is sci-fi. With his circle friend dreaming of becoming a perception artist himself, to rekindle friendship with another childhood friend who had drifted apart after an incident years ago. Uh, and this one is a new The Idol Master series. Alice Gear Aegis expansion. Centuries ago, mankind abandoned the planet Earth after the Vice. A race of mechanical aliens drove them from their home into a life adrift in space. Now resigned to Starship Forge of pieces of Earth's shattered moon, the final hope for humanity lies in the hands of actresses, young women born with the ability to wield the only weapons that can harm the Vice. Alice Gear's mechanical. This is the same as Infinite Stratos and many other. There were a few years where we had a ton of series with this theme of there is this danger and we have this weapon, and this special weapon, this special superpower can only be wielded by women. We have seen this before. Mayutsushi Orphan Haguretabi Seiki Hen, fourth season of Orphan. Oh, I planned to see this one, but in the end I never did. And now it's season 4. It's too much to catch up. World Die Star TV anime for the World Die Star Media Mix project. It seems to be about idols or something. These mixed media franchises are like this. Mix Meisei Story Nidome no Natsu Sora no Mukoe, second season of Mix There was a first season in the first place? I had no idea. Tososhu Great Mission. The anime series is set in the future when humanity migrated to the moon due to Earth climate change. It will incorporate original elements unique to the anime, such as human drama about survival, and will feature a diverse field that blurs countries and eras such as Shibuya, the Edo period era, and London. But it says nothing about the story. That is not a good sign. Was Animal, a short anime series based on Sanjo's was Animal character line. One Machan Season 2. No, and Hero Now are the anime for little children. Oh, except Duel Masters Win, Duel Master Warhen, new series about the Duel Master franchise of trading card game. And the rest are onas and movies and hentai, so I'm not going to see that part. Well, these are the anime series that will be available for the next 3 months. I have my wish list: Demon Slayer, Jigokuraku, Bakusugai no Yome, and there was another one, I think. Yes, Maho Shoujo Magical Destroyers. Those four. Just those four. So, which series do you audience plans to watch? Leave it in the comments. This is the Technomage signing off. Thank you for watching. I will see you all in the next video. Goodbye.